And gentlemen, Manchester United first with Mark Hughes fit, but with Jim Leighton in goal. Number 2, Viv Anderson. Number 3, Lee Martin. Number 4, Steve Bruce. 5 is Mike Phelan. 6 is Gary Pallister. 7 is Clayton Blackmore. 8 is Paul Ince. 9, Brian McClare. 10, Mark Hughes. And 11, Danny Wallace. With Clayton Blackmore included and young striker Mark Robbins left out, it means that Blackmore will play right side midfield, Ince and Phelan in the centre midfield, and now McClare moves forward with Mark Hughes. Liverpool then, with Grobbelaar in goal. 2 is Sweden's Glenn Hussein. 3, Barry Venison. 4 is Steve Staunton, in for Steve Nicol, who's injured. 5, Ronnie Whelan. 6, Alan Hansen, the captain. 7, Peter Beardsley. 8, Ray Houghton. 9, Ian Rush, who's never scored against United. 10, John Barnes, who certainly has. And 11, Steve McMahon. We're ready to start. Our referee today is George Courtney from Spennymoor, having a word there with Peter Beardsley. And now we're just about ready for it. Manchester United in the red shirts, white shorts, attacking the goal to our right. Liverpool again in their change strip of silver grey. Lee Martin getting the ball forward to Mark Hughes, who had this calf injury against Everton in midweek. Hughes had a test at about 11 o'clock this morning, pronounced himself fit. Hansen quick to the challenge there, Whelan getting it back to Grobbelaar. Liverpool, remember, need to pick up points to reduce Aston Villa's 5-point lead at the top. Liverpool with those 2 games in hand. United squirming dangerously close to the bottom still. Here's Rush trying to get out and away. Rush now trying to get Beardsley away. Beardsley shot. And some good work again by Houghton leading up to it, and by Rush as well. Ron Atkinson.
Well, the game virtually froze after the passing moment and the ball arrived at Beardsley, and I've got to be honest, that is Beardsley's situation. Right-hand side of the box, coming inside a defender, the ability to curl it, and I would have bet money on him scoring there, Brian.
Jim Leighton with the goal kick. Whelan. Barnes, the little touch. McMahon bursting forward. Whelan planting it forward, but the flag pulls John Barnes back. Substitutes today: Duxbury and Beardsmore for Manchester United, Gillespie and Burrows for Liverpool. Steve Nicol, incidentally, out with a groin injury that he aggravated in training this week. Bypass Phelan, a touch by Rush. Here's Barnes. Houghton. United unable to get out of their own half at the moment. Rush almost getting Beardsley away again. Anderson back in the side after injury. Hughes knocking it down, but McClare unable to pick it up. United really do have to lean heavily on their remarkable record against Liverpool. Through the 80s, as Elton was saying, they've won only 2 out of 20 matches. United have won 8, 10 have been drawn. At Anfield this season, just before Christmas, United got a splendid 0-0 draw there against the odds. Alex Ferguson rates that their best performance of the season. They seem to pull out something extra when there's Liverpool around, Ron.
Yes, I was at that game, Brian, and they did play particularly well. Very unfortunate not to win the game. They applied a tactic that they thought they'd worked on it, especially to play against Liverpool.
Now Wallace trying to get McClare away. Will it fall for McClare? No, some good challenging there by Steve Staunton. Martin. Bruce, a real battler that United may need at the back, and spraying on a lovely ball there for Blackmore, but Hansen's across this time to cut out the danger, and United, to the roars of their fans, now get a throw deep in the Liverpool half. Anderson will take it. Ince is lurking, and it comes to him. It's a goal kick.
You're saying, Brian, they employed a tactic that day of playing a very high back four, trying to compress the Liverpool forwards back a little bit. Looks as if they're trying it again. The danger they've got today, I feel, is that Houghton has hit form. Houghton's a great runner from the middle of the field, as indeed is McMahon and Whelan, but Houghton particularly runs to the centre of defenders. And I think they'll have to be very cautious of that.
Ferguson getting it away. Bruce conceding the free kick against Rush, and a free kick should be taken by Whelan. It's Beardsley free. Came off Bruce, cleared by Blackmore, up to Hughes. Turns Hussein beautifully there. Wallace, who's got all the speed he wants, but on that occasion doesn't use it. Plays it instead to McClare, and now to Anderson. McClare once more. A little back heel. Hansen there read it well. Such great old clubs, these. Tremendous battles between them over the years, and such significance in this one, with Liverpool aiming for the top again and United looking over their shoulders at a drop towards the second division.
I think what is remarkable, Brian, we've only been playing 5 minutes or so, and the score could quite conceivably be 2-1. Beardsley's had two good situations, and McClare himself would probably feel his first touch let him down badly there. Full marks to Staunton for good defending, though.
Beardsley and Bruce. Ince with a header for United. Blackmore. Pitch has had a lot of water played on it this morning by the groundsman Keith Kent. 27,000 gallons, but it's something like the 6th game that's been played on this pitch in the last 15 days, including that rugby league cracker between Wigan and St Helens. Staunton gets it back to Bruce Grobbelaar.
As I understand, Brian, there was a suggestion that United may not put water on the pitch before the game. You know, in many ways that will help Liverpool's passing game.
Rush. Bruce, the captain, getting it away. Rush again. Challenged by Ince. McMahon to Staunton. To Barnes. Houghton one side of him. Rush lurking through the middle there. McMahon in haste mishits his pass towards Beardsley. Lee Martin forward to Mark Hughes. Hates to miss a game, and even on Friday, Jim McGregor, the United physio, was saying, I think he's going to be fit. He's a player who just loves to play and just hates that treatment room. Never known him miss a game, actually, have you, Ron?
No, I was just trying to recap when you were saying that. I don't even recall him being on the treatment table. And certainly in the corresponding game earlier in the season, he and Hussein went to war. Oh, it was a battle between those two. Real battle.
Anderson backpedaling here. Liverpool's throw with John Barnes. Quickly taken. Beardsley responding to it. Finding Rush. They claim a handball. The referee agrees. George Courtney, a free kick to United. Bruce hitting it, but straight to Venison. McMahon. Out. It's force for young Lee Martin. He's got Danny Wallace away on his left, and he may not need him. He's got Hughes now. Hansen gets it away for Liverpool. And Bruce will get it back to Jim Leighton. No, he doesn't need to. Gary Pallister. Hussein, hustled by Hughes. Bruce. Joined us 0-0 here at Old Trafford. Manchester United, Liverpool. Anderson. Played nicely there for McClare. Wallace has gone on a run down the left. Danny Wallace. Played inside quickly again for Hughes. Ince picks this one up. Hughes again. And Venison will get it away. Only as far as Phelan. That's the United throw. Phelan. Now Barnes riding forward for Liverpool. Rush one side of him, Beardsley the other. Stopped by Viv Anderson. Ince. Wallace. Oh, that'll be Whelan's ball. Free kick to Liverpool. It's the foul on Ronnie Whelan by Mike Phelan. Barry Venison will take it. Barnes will be one of the targets he aims for. Rush and Beardsley also on the edge of that United penalty area. Alistair, 6'4" of him, got up and got it away. Whelan returns it. Rush! And an offside flag against Peter Beardsley. I mentioned the amazing record through the 1980s. Liverpool have just won 2 out of 20 played. It's quite extraordinary. One of those 8 victories of Manchester United, you may remember live on the match last season, 3-1 here, which was an absolutely storming game after Liverpool had gone ahead and had really taken the game by the scruff of the neck for an hour. But it was an amazing comeback by Manchester United that day.
I think that's the situation Manchester United are going to have to be very aware of. Liverpool midfield players running from deep positions. They're excellent at making breaks at that. And as I said earlier, Brian, they are leaving. Man United are leaving a lot of room behind their defence for people to run into.
Alistair finds Ince. Back to Pallister again. Martin. Hughes coming to try and restore that situation for United. Hussein. Anderson. Off McClare's head. He's battled well, as Brian McClare. Missed a lot, as we've seen live on the match, but 3 goals in the last 5 have been crucial for United. Rush now putting it into the path of John Barnes. Here's Stephen Bruce coming across, and it'll be a throw to Manchester United. Hughes was after him. It's United's throw. Anderson. And the Liverpool throw. It came off Clayton Blackmore. Staunton pumping it forward. Pallister meeting it for Manchester United. Here's Hussein battling his way away from Hughes, and in fact won the free kick. Whelan with it. In goes Bruce. And an offside against Beardsley. No doubt about it. Play on, said the referee. A good advantage there. George Courtney keeping it going as Wallace finds Hughes. Played delightfully inside the fullback Staunton for Blackmore, and that came off the fullback. And Hansen in the end puts it behind for the corner. It was bouncing uncomfortably for him after United had made that thrust, and Danny Wallace is across already to take the corner for United. Pallister up at the near post, just arriving, as you can see. Tim Anderson, who's dangerous in this sort of situation as well, and it's Anderson. No, he got it knocked off him, touched off there by Hughes, and it might even have come off McClare in the end, but it was Hughes poised for the volley at the far side. Martin. McClare to Wallace. Danny Wallace Wallace lining it up and took too long. McMahon was after him. Suddenly had the luxury of a clear sight on Grobbelaar and just took a fraction of a second too long, did Danny Wallace. But it's another free kick for United, putting pressure on Liverpool now. Coming up to the 15-minute mark, and it's still 0-0. Wallace with the free kick. Pallister flicking it on. Well, the two big defenders nearly carved out something for United there. It was Pallister's flick on, and Anderson couldn't quite reach it.
I think that's a situation that's going to cause Liverpool an awful lot of problems this afternoon. I mean, there's been suggestions that maybe the back four of Liverpool haven't been playing quite as well in recent weeks. And people like Pallister, people like Bruce, as we see here, and Viv Anderson are going to be quite a threat on aerial situations.
Now Barnes. Away comes Phelan. Hughes surrounded by three, but still lays the ball off here for Mike Phelan. Hughes taking it back again. A turn by Blackmore. Here's Ince. Just avoiding rush and finding Martin as United come sweeping forward again. Stopped by Venison. Houghton. Finding Beardsley away on the left, in a lot of space is Barnes, and he's onside. United have been caught out here. Will they be punished? They are by John Barnes. 1-0. Exactly the point you made, Ron Atkinson.
Brian, yes, that's always the problem when you're working an offside trap. Barnes has sprung it brilliantly. Beardsley's timed his pass beautifully. Bruce has stayed in. Pallister's looking along the line here, thinking that Barnes is offside. But in the middle, Bruce is in a very, very deep position. We can't quite see it on camera. But full marks to Barnes. He slotted him well. Ironic, really, Brian, because this was at a period when I thought United had really got the tempo of the game.
15 minutes gone. Liverpool leading 1-0.
That's the sort of form. If those two players could produce that in Italy, we would have a real chance of winning the World Cup, you know. I think we're going to be very reliant upon those two players.
But maybe defences won't be quite as encouraging as United were on that occasion.
Yeah, I understand that, but when those two players play well, any team they play in have got a chance.
Well, that's a real body blow for Manchester United. Lurking so dangerously close to the bottom of the First Division table, and with two away games coming up in the next week. Away to Ron Atkinson, Sheffield Wednesday, and then to Southampton. Here we go again.
Just wondering, I want to look at Leighton, see whether he might have stood up a little bit longer. Because the ball's gone virtually in the centre of the goal. I just wonder whether Jim Leighton feels he may have stood up a little bit longer on that. Not even, you see from that, Brian, not even a suggestion of offside.
None at all.
Well,
none at all.
Sprung it brilliantly.
Staunton away.
Mind you, I think if United are looking for onwards, I think they can draw from last year. Didn't Barnes put them in the lead last year?
Barnes scored at the other end, yes, quite early on, and United stormed back at them and scored 3. Hussein. Phelan. Might come to Beardsley. The flag is up this time, though. The flag is up. George Courtney, I don't think, saw the flag, and nonetheless, with Leighton in possession, it didn't really matter an awful lot.
It was actually quite a late decision, Brian.
Yep.
Definitely offside, but it was quite a late decision.
Here's Ince as United come back to try and retrieve the situation. Liverpool leading by 1-0. Wallace. Let's pass Venison that time. United throw. Ince trying to make the break. Beardsley to Barnes. Stopped by Anderson. Hughes. It's Hansen. Goodness, Hughes is scrapping there. Oh, and a few feet are flying in there, not least Whelan. And Hughes is down. game has reached an explosive point there. There were a few feet flying in that situation, and George Courtney calling Ronnie Whelan to him. Let's look at this again. Oh, I think the shenanigans went on a bit after that actually as well.
I think he's got booked for arguing. I think George Courtney was going to walk away and say, come on lads, let's get on with the game. I think Ronnie Whelan has been booked for arguing now.
Well, he's got a yellow card, and Manchester United will get a free kick.
It's just beginning to wonder as well. Normally this game is full of passion and flashpoints, and really it's been quite a nice, tidy game, hasn't it? But all of a sudden we've got a flashpoint, and I wonder how the rest of the game will go from that.
Might well need a strong referee, which it's got. United with the free kick. Clayton Blackmore and Danny Wallace behind it. It's going to be Danny Wallace. Bruce is in there as well, and it came off Pallister. Barnes getting it away. Blackmore. That's out of play for a Liverpool throw.
I think that incident there, Brian, typifies Mark Hughes' aggression. I mean, he even panicked, created an impossibility. He nearly panicked Alan Hansen, which I don't think I've ever seen.
Rush. Bruce is there with him, and it came off the Liverpool number 9. The throw given to Manchester United. What on earth's happening there? In the end, the referee's given the free kick to Liverpool, and they've taken it quickly. Now I think it'll have to come back too quickly even for George Courtney. It's a word with Danny Wallace. Benson with the kick. Staunton. Kick towards Houghton, who's furthest forward for Liverpool. Pallister getting it away. Whelan's header finding Beardsley. Wallace on the scene now for United. Hughes again trying to turn Hansen. Might have claimed he got stabbed in the back a little bit there. Benison. Rush. Getting just ahead of Pallister and finding Beardsley. Now what about this for a ball by Beardsley to Barnes? Skipping past Anderson, but falling in the... he was chasing after that ball, and Leighton gets it away. Hughes. Leclerc. Wallace waiting in the middle. Wallace. Can he make something there? Grobbelaar just shoveled it out. Quick reactions from Grobbelaar, because it was a strangely hit shot by Danny Wallace. After some excellent work by Leclerc. Just made it. Ron?
Good reactions, both from the striker, to be fair to Wallace, coming in and getting himself a shot out of nothing, and good reactions from Grobbelaar. He's taken a bit of stick recently, Bruce, but he's done his side a favour there.
Hussein's header. Halfway through the first half. Ron?
Just be very interesting to see how close that was to nearly going over the line, wasn't it? I mean, he's done well, Grobbelaar, getting his body behind the ball, but there was a moment when it looks as if it may even have crossed the line.
Hits. Manchester United's throw. Leclerc. Straight to Hansen. Phelan picking it up again. Leclerc once more. Tries to get it through. Finally succeeds in finding Blackmore. There's the cross by him. And Grobbelaar getting there a fraction before Hughes. by Ince. Foul by Hussein on Hughes. A free kick to Manchester United. Martin's free kick towards Bruce, but too high for him. A goal kick. It's interesting you were saying, Ron, that you thought possibly that ball might have just crossed the line, or there was a possibility in your mind. Let's have a look at it very closely again as Danny Wallace catches it on the volley. Grobbelaar now shaping himself up. No, it's the whole of the ball's got to be over the line, and judging from that, it never crossed the line.
Seen a little bit more of Bruce at his best, haven't we? He's made a very unorthodox save, then he's almost played Brian McLaren with a through ball.
At times when he's mildly eccentric, but he's still kept 8 clean sheets in the last 12 games. Martin. Wallace trying to get in through this time. And Whelan stabbing it back to Grobbelaar. Liverpool with an amazing run behind them, unbeaten in their last 19 League and Cup games. Coming to this game, still 5 behind Aston Villa at the top of Division 1, but with 2 games in hand on Villa. May defend the Villa fans this afternoon are cheering for Manchester United. Up goes Ince, but he's beaten in the air by Whelan. Martin has it taken off him. Beardsley finding Barnes. McMahon. Staunton. Alistair's header. Blackmore. Tries to get Phelan forwards. Staunton. And a foul by Blackmore. Staunton, a free kick to Liverpool. There's McMahon. Nice little touch there. Good touch again by Whelan. Staunton. Accurate ball played there to McMahon. Still breaks for Houghton. United can't at the moment just get a touch of it. Anderson throwing himself at it, and now they do with Clayton Blackmore. But Beardsley, as we've said so often before, a great chaser off the West calls it, gets it back again. Touch now towards Staunton. Alistair lining up the header there, helped away by Viv Anderson. Staunton playing it forward again. Yeah, I think that's quite right. A free kick given to Liverpool. Anderson was trying to shepherd the ball out of play, and it just wasn't going quickly enough for him, and he clearly held Barnes as Barnes tried to keep it in. So it's a free kick to Liverpool. It'll be taken by Peter Beardsley. Rush and Barnes in the middle there. Hussein's come up from the back. Good, powerful header of the ball. There's Rush. Another corner. Just nicked off the United defender. Rush, an extraordinary record of never having scored against United in 17 tries. And he's terrified the life out of just about every other First Division defence. United have weathered that little crisis. Here's Hansen. Benison. Again, this break from the midfield. The flag stays down. Houghton had made a terrific run from the midfield along with Barnes. Here's Ince. stalled him. Houghton. There's Bruce. Back up again, this time against Beardsley.
I think what is encouraging for the game as a spectacle is that both sides of forwards, or both sets of forwards, always look capable of breaking down the respective defensive line. 1-0 at the moment, could quite easily be 2 or 3 to each side.
Bruce with a free kick. Hansen getting it above Hughes. Ince with the shot. Martin. Good sensible ball, spread wide to Danny Wallace. Crossed in by him. Using his fist that time, Robert. Ince with a header. Got up well. Half an hour gone, and the side still separated by the John Barnes goal when he sprung the offside trap and scored after 15 minutes. Alistair's header. Blackmore, Hughes. Blackmore again. Wanted too much time. That's a luxury Liverpool never allow you. Bruce. On ball, and Hughes caught just fractionally offside. He might argue that Venison was playing him on. It must have been touch and go, but the flag was up instantly. Sides, of course, in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Crystal Palace and Oldham will have plenty to say for themselves, but it could just be a dress rehearsal for Wembley. Oh, that come to Hughes, yes. A touch finds Paul Ince. To Liverpool. It's really a formidable record that Liverpool have had in League and Cup. Look at that. They've lost none in their last 19 and won 11 of them. 39 goals scored. Keeping that record going today, leading by a goal to nil. Barnes. A deep cross, too deep for anybody in a Liverpool shirt. And here's Ray Houghton. To Rush. To Whelan. And a Manchester United goal. Well, quite a contrast here. This is their league form. They've won only 2 out of 14. Manchester United, and look, scored only 12 goals in those 14 games. Mind you, there are the first suggestions that United are picking up a bit for all that, since we saw them well beaten live on the match at Norwich on January the 21st. They've gone 8 Cup and League games with just 1 defeat. And that run includes victories over Hereford, Newcastle and Sheffield United in the Cup, and Millwall and Luton in the league. So United have every reason to say things are looking up a bit. They're a goal down here, and Beardsley is again caught offside. Bruce with the kick. Towards Anderson. Anderson wins it in the air. Hughes throwing himself at it, but it didn't come for him. Anderson tried to win it again. And Houghton hooked it away. Phelan trying to return it. Houghton hooking it away once more. Martin now to Wallace. And McMahon gets it.
Just looking at it, we're having a little bit of a lull in the game, I think, at the moment, Brian. I think from Manchester United's point of view, it's a pity they really haven't been able to get Wallace into the game. That may be due to the fact Venison and Houghton, every time he's got possession, closed him down very quickly. They've closed him down very, very quickly, and have tended to push him inside. I know he likes to favour his right foot, but he's very, very effective when he goes around the back of defenders as well.
Hughes battling still. Barnes trying to bring it away, getting away from a scything challenge from Blackmore. Taking the pass from McMahon. Lifting the pace again as Rush goes up there with him as well, and he flicked it with the outside of the boot. Great picking up of the pace there by Barnes. And such support up there for him in a twinkling as Beardsley and Rush made their runs as well. And then this extravagant little flick with the outside of the left boot. Didn't quite judge at that time. 10 minutes of the first half left. Manchester United 0, Liverpool 1. John Barnes the scorer. Here's Ray Houghton again for Liverpool. Whelan. Play for Staunton. It should be Leighton's ball. Now here is versus Hussein. Wallace away there, but it wasn't a nearly accurate enough pass. And Venison was in very good close control. But Hughes looks as lively as anybody in the United side this afternoon.
Yeah, in the first 20 minutes or so, I was very, very impressed with his one-touch. I mean, sometimes I know he drives midfield players up the wall when he doesn't knock the ball off early to support players, but today he's been doing that very, very well.
Martin, Wallace, and ball given. Free kick to Liverpool.
Just thinking, Brian, after the first 20-minute burst or so, I thought it was a super game, but it has definitely gone into a little bit of a lull now, and I think that's dangerous.
Rush trying to get away from Pallister. Another free kick.
I would see that as a dangerous situation for Manchester United. I always think Manchester United have more chance in this type of game when the game's played at a high tempo, when there's plenty of hustling, plenty of pressurising, and the game's lifted. I think when it's a steady game, or when it's a very sort of quiet game, that'll favour Liverpool's start.
Hussein. There was certainly plenty of fire and thunder in this corresponding fixture last year, the 3-1, wasn't there? Terrific match.
That's right, and indeed the one at Anfield Christmas time. That was blood and for the whole 90 minutes. Now there's a danger. In fact, I've not seen one of these games, Brian, quite like this. It's developed into a very, very steady passing type of game.
Beardsley. Venison. Here's Rush. Bruce. Whelan. Three of them. Finds Beardsley. Beardsley flicks it on for Barnes again. And it's a goal kick.
Ince did very well there. Saw the danger, recovered from midfield. And in all fairness, it's probably saved his side from going a goal further down.
United are really excited at the prospect of this young man. Since he came from West Ham, they feel that his future is a great one here in the Manchester United shirt. Goes Bruce. Wallace. Oh, made it too short. And Beardsley caught offside. So United's back four are continuing to press up as you said they would right at the start. But a dangerous game, playing anything like an offside game against Liverpool with so many people making such well-timed runs from the midfield.
That's right, because they're the best in the business, aren't they? Houghton, Beardsley, Whelan, McMahon. Barnes, I suppose you'd include in that category as well.
Another free kick.
And I think this is the sort of situation, Brian, that United need to build up pressure, lift the crowd, load their big fellas into the box and try and make a few things happen. The game's dying at the moment from United's point of view.
Let's see what Lee Martin can do with the free kick. Up towards Viv Anderson again, flicked on by Anderson. Let's get a quick comment from our studio guest today, George Best. George, how do you rate it so far?
Well, United have had two tremendous chances. One cleared off the line, and then Grobler skipping one away from Danny Wallace. Liverpool, one clear-cut chance, and they've stuck it away. That's the danger with Liverpool. You know, you can't give them that one chance. Game started off tremendous pace, and as Ron said, it's slowed down a little bit, but it's made for the second half. It looks like we're in for a tremendous 45 minutes the second half.
Thank you, George. Up goes Hussein, battling with Hughes in mid-air. Nice little touch by Ince, scooped on again. And Ince couldn't quite get there before Grobbelaar. Now Steve Staunton. Long ball now, but Bruce reacting very quickly to it. A push and header back to Jim Leighton. Just about 5 minutes to half-time. Liverpool leading a goal to nil. Throw given United's way. Wallace. Out of play. United throw. Barnes. Then Beardsley caught offside.
Yeah, he's been the main culprit at the moment. Unusually, I mean, Rush is the furthest man up the field, but he's been patient and held his runs. Beardsley's been trying to make some little early darts through,
and he's such a quick-witted little player. He's surprised to find him getting caught offside quite as much as he has been today.
Yeah, I suppose on the credit side, Brian, you might just say that at least he's showing an eagerness to get in there, which is sometimes a criticism level against him.
Wallace almost got McClare in there. And suddenly the break is on for Liverpool. Here's John Barnes streaming away. 3 minutes of the first half left. Support from Houghton and from McMahon, and away on the left, Steve Staunton. Beardsley. Whelan. McMahon. Ferguson. Plenty of running off the ball by Liverpool and round that United box. Rush trying to get it back again, feeling getting in quickly. Danny Wallace, if he can get away, the break might be on for United. Never really looked likely getting away. Handsome. Underestimate the loss of Brian Robson from their midfield, of course, Ron, and Neil Webb as well. What good news that he was back in action yesterday for the reserve side and scored in the reserve game at Liverpool. And also they're hopeful of getting Robson back, I gather, for the semi-final against Oldham in 3 weeks' time after his hernia operation. But here's McMahon, and here's Staunton for Liverpool. Barnes taking that beautifully. Can he finish it off? Leighton's there.
Well,
A lovely bit of skill by Barnes again, taking that on the head in full stride. And here are Liverpool still in possession with Houghton. McMahon, some space for him. Beardsley looking for the telling pass, and instead then it comes to John Barnes. Now, what will Barnes do this time? And he's got a corner off with Anderson.
Brilliant that, Brian. Played for that. Saw he couldn't get his cross in and has just nicked it onto Anderson, so he gets the corner. Brilliant. In fact, he's looked a threat today every time the ball's come his way.
Liverpool's corner. Beardsley to McMahon. Bruce with the header away. Houghton.
Just get the impression that maybe the United side are losing a little bit of their belief. Started off the game very, very brightly, very busy. As Judge Bester said, unlucky not to have something to show for it. But now they're starting to look a little bit dispirited. And if they do that in a sunny day like this, then Liverpool will bury them. They've got to keep at the task. They've got to stick at it all along.
So worrying time for Alex Ferguson. We saw there in the United dugout, the United manager. Knowing, as I've said before, there are two tricky away games to come at Sheffield Wednesday on Wednesday and at Southampton next weekend. Martin driving it forward, but only Wallace is there. In fact, United with 10 games left this season, including this one, 5 of them at home and 5 away. The half-time whistle. And so far so good as Liverpool continue their charge to the top, leading with a goal by John Barnes, scored after 15 minutes. Manchester United 0, Liverpool 1 at half.